She say some stuff and then it come out. Jaguar Wright say some stuff, then it come out. So if they lying, you better believe something they saying. They ain't 100% lying. I'll tell you that much.
A third arrest that is coming. There's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers.
Denzel Washington was at this party?
Yep.
Birdman was at this party?
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock.
Y'all, Katt Williams is back and once again spilling all the beans on Hollywood's darkest secrets. This time he's pointing fingers at Diddy and the elites, claiming they've got a hand in the devastating LA fires. According to Katt, these fires aren't just a natural disaster, they're a calculated move to destroy evidence of the rituals and crimes Hollywood's been trying to keep under wraps. And let's be real, this isn't the first time Katt's gone after the elites, but it's hitting different now with everything happening in LA. If what he's saying is true, this might just be the wildest cover-up Hollywood's ever pulled. Katt Williams has been calling out the dark side of Hollywood for years. You can't talk about the Diddy saga without mentioning his infamous interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay. According to fans, that interview is where the dominoes started to fall. In that sit-down, Katt dropped a bombshell, saying that by 2024, the truth would come out, and the biggest deviants in the game would finally be exposed. And no cap, it's like he had a crystal ball, because 2024 has been nothing but one messy revelation after another.
Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Now, Katt's not holding back. He's straight up hinting that Diddy might be behind the LA fires that have been tearing through properties. Why? According to Katt, it's all a plot to cover up the crimes committed by Hollywood elites and bury any evidence of the satanic rituals allegedly taking place. The timing is just too sus, y'all. With Diddy's trial coming up and all these wildfires conveniently targeting specific properties, it's hard not to wonder if Katt's onto something. Over the past few weeks, the LA wildfires have wreaked havoc like we've never seen before. Thousands of homes have been wiped out, over 10 lives have been confirmed lost, and countless families have been forced to start over from nothing. It's heartbreaking to see the destruction, but what's even wilder is the buzz surrounding the cause of these fires.
It has grown to 81%, with ground crews getting help from water-dropping helicopters, putting out hotspots in steep canyon areas. Officials have completed inspections for nearly all 98% of the structures in this fire area, with over...
While authorities are still trying to piece together an official explanation, the internet has already taken matters into its own hands. The hottest theory: these fires were deliberately set to destroy evidence connected to Diddy's scandals and lawsuits, along with exposing some of Hollywood's darkest secrets. Here's the thing, y'all, this ain't the first time fires have been tied to shady dealings. People are pointing out the 2018 Malibu fires and the 2023 Maui wildfires as examples of disasters that conveniently wiped out properties linked to high-profile individuals. And get this, there were reports of entire houses being burned to the ground, while others right next door stood completely untouched. Like, how does that even happen? Coincidence? Some people think not. Now, we gotta talk about Diddy. He's currently waiting to face trial in May 2025, and y'all, the timing of these fires is straight up sus. Right when his trial date got announced, these fires started raging. And we're not just talking random forest fires, these flames have been targeting specific properties that allegedly hold connections to ongoing investigations. If that's not enough to raise eyebrows, think about this. These fires could very well be erasing the kind of evidence that could blow Diddy's case wide open. From secret documents to underground tunnels reportedly used for trafficking, there's a lot that could be hiding in those ashes. Now here's where Allie Carter steps into the conversation. For those of y'all who don't know, Allie's one of the alleged trafficking survivors who's been spilling the details on Hollywood's darkest secrets for years. She's claimed she was sold to elites when she was just a kid, passed around by some of the biggest names in the industry. Back when Allie first started speaking out, people dismissed her like she was just another conspiracy theorist. But fast forward to today, and the receipts are piling up. Her warnings about the lengths elites will go to protect their secrets, fires, explosions, or whatever else are hitting way different now. One fan put it best in the comments: "I said this from day one. It's all about destroying evidence and then claiming victimhood." It's wild because when you really think about it, everything Allie's been saying is lining up with what's going down right now. These LA fires, the targeted destruction, and Diddy's upcoming trial, it's all looking way too calculated to be a coincidence. Allie's not the only one calling out the elites. Katt Williams has been exposing Hollywood's dirt for years, and now fans are rallying behind him. He's been warning us about these powerful figures and their dirty secrets, and honestly, a lot of what Katt said is coming true. A fan commented, "I believe Katt way more than mainstream. So far, what Katt said was true. And if you look at the timing of the fires, the evidence being erased, and Diddy's legal troubles, it's hard not to connect the dots. So who's Allie Carter calling out in her allegations? Oprah recently made headlines after announcing she's leaving the US and moving abroad, supposedly because of political tensions. But let's keep it real, the timing of this move is sus. Her announcement comes just as Diddy's trial approaches, and Allie Carter's explosive allegations are gaining traction. Remember back in 2020 when rumors swirled about Oprah's Florida mansion being raided? The internet was flooded with claims of underground tunnels being found on her property, allegedly tied to trafficking. Oprah shut it down, calling the accusations baseless lies. But here's the thing, the fact that so many people believed it speaks volumes about how much of the public doesn't trust her clean-cut image. And here's another thing, Allie Carter has directly implicated Oprah, saying she's been involved in some of the most secretive and disturbing events in Hollywood. And y'all, the details keep getting crazier. During the recent LA fires, high-profile locations tied to these allegations were spared, while others connected to investigations were destroyed. Coincidence? Yeah, we don't think so either. What's even more suspicious is Oprah's public statement about the fires. She called them shocking, devastating, and numbing, but said nothing about the destruction near estates tied to ongoing investigations. Sounds like someone trying to keep the focus anywhere but on herself. But Oprah isn't the only Hollywood heavyweight Allie's been talking about. Denzel Washington has also been dragged into this mess. According to Allie, Denzel was at one of Diddy's infamous parties where trafficking allegedly took place. There's even a story about Denzel storming out of one of these events yelling, "You don't respect anyone," before leaving with his wife Pauletta early in the morning. Witnesses say he looked deeply shaken, fueling speculation that he saw something he couldn't unsee. Adding more fuel to the fire, comedian Brandon T. Jackson once shared advice Denzel gave him about Hollywood parties. Denzel reportedly told him, "Always leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there." Cryptic, right? In the context of Allie's allegations, it's giving some serious red flags. Allie's most shocking accusations take us to a party at the Playboy Mansion between 2009 and 2010. According to her, the event was attended by A-listers like Birdman, Giselle Robinson, and Young Jock, but what allegedly went down was horrifying. She claims youngins were referred to as party favors and forced into unimaginable situations. One of the most chilling details she shared was the use of body cakes, where people were made to lie on tables as human serving platters, with food placed on them for the guests to eat.
One time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick.
This wasn't just some out-of-control party, y'all. Allie says these events were meticulously planned, with guests searched before entering and music signaling when things were about to get worse. Let's not forget the allegations against Diddy and Jay-Z. Both have been accused of forcing themselves on youngins, including a 13-year-old back in 2000 at the MTV Awards. With these fires destroying key properties, people are now wondering if any evidence tied to these accusations may have gone up in smoke. And then there's Ellen DeGeneres. Allie Carter's claims are pulling her into the spotlight too. Ellen recently moved away, just like Oprah, adding more speculation to the fire. Here's where it gets even darker. There have been long-standing rumors about Ellen's ties to Diddy's infamous parties. With Allison Holker's new book revealing Twitch's struggles with substance use, some are starting to question whether Ellen's connection to Diddy might have influenced him.
Sean Diddy comes. Is it Diddy today? Because sometimes you're Puffy and sometimes you're Diddy. Or sometimes you're Daddy. What are you today?
I'm so confused today with it, as long as you say it in a nice way.
All right.
Just like...
Yeah.
Was Twitch's death really as it seemed? Or is there more to the story? One snippet from Allie's claims seems to suggest there's a deeper connection between Ellen, Diddy's parties, and Twitch's struggles.
But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on it.
Even Joe Rogan is out here hinting that these LA fires might not be as natural as they look. On his podcast, Rogan straight up connected the dots between the wildfires, Hollywood scandals, and the fact that Diddy's trial is coming up in May. He didn't outright say it's all part of a cover-up, but the way he laid it out, yeah, he's definitely side-eyeing the timing of it all.
I felt like it could fall apart at any moment. It was always like, I was always waiting for the next earthquake or the next fire. I was evacuated 3 times from my house from fires. Yeah. Last one, 2 houses in front of my house burnt to the ground. Right in front of me.
And Joe's not alone. Catherine Austin Fitts, a former U.S. government official, has also chimed in, dropping her own theory about how these fires seem to conveniently target properties tied to high-profile scandals. On her podcast, she pointed out a pattern. Homes connected to shady dealings keep getting destroyed whenever big names are under scrutiny.
I came home from the Comedy Store. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and me and my wife were looking out the window at the fire coming over the hill. And we made an early call. We said, look, if we're wrong, we'll come back. The house is still here, but let's just get the out of here now.
Here's where things get dark, y'all. Fitz brought up a rumored document called Diddy's List, which supposedly ties Hollywood's A-list to his infamous freak-offs. We're talking names like Jay-Z, Beyonce, J-Lo, Ashton Kutcher, and even some political figures. According to Fitz, homes linked to some of these people were among the ones destroyed in the fires.
You ready? Drum roll. Drake. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys.
The idea that evidence tied to this list might have gone up in flames, that's got people raising all kinds of questions. As if things couldn't get messier, there's reportedly a leaked phone call where Diddy allegedly tells someone to get rid of the pizza boxes. Now, on the surface, that might not sound like much, but in the context of the scandals and allegations, people believe this was code for destroying evidence. The internet wasted no time speculating that this call ties directly to the fires. If true, it adds more weight to the theory that the flames were part of a calculated plan to bury any incriminating material before Diddy's trial.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza.
So, here's the big question. Are these LA fires really just nature running its course, or is there something bigger going on? Could Katt Williams be onto something about Hollywood elites using the flames to cover their tracks? And most importantly, how deep does Diddy's alleged involvement really go? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest developments.